Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Go. Good.
Yeah, we're live?
Yeah, we're live.
We are live, finally.
Finally. For
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, girls and playboys from London Ice Arena and the well, now it's what, seventh time?
seventh, I think.
Seventh time of the London Ice Varsity between UCL Yetis and Imperial College Devils.
That's it. Yeah, so we're here to give you kind of a commentary, talk some rubbish like Nick and Rambo do.
Kind of commentary.
Yeah.
We'll do our best.
Yeah.
Of course, learn from the best, like Nick and Rambo. So
Yeah.
hopefully the boys will be tuning in. We got a pretty sweet setup up here. We're in the bird's nest at the, I guess this is the home team end, if you will. Got a great view from here. The rafters are slowly packing up. We've got a nice little camera setup with a couple of roaming cameras around, a few static ones up here. So
we should be able to give you some
have
good coverage.
excellent coverage.
Yeah.
We're seeing some of the shots of the crowd over there, and yeah, very much looking forward to this. The media production is astounding, as I would say.
Thanks to Nick Smith for doing that for us.
Yay!
Done an excellent job.
Yay!
But yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, we're here waiting for the Zamboni to finish now. All the teams have just been on and warmed up, and they'll be sat in their locker rooms now having that kind of final
all important team talk.
Yeah, final team talk. I mean, in the Devils' case, from my experience, it's more of an argument over completely irrelevant things, such as like
sounds like BY check.
A classic one was is 3 slices of bread a bread sandwich?
Yes.
Exactly.
That settles that one. I don't know what else would it be.
Doesn't it vary on whether there's butter on the outside slices of bread there? So if you want to tweet us and tell us whether 3 slices of bread is a bread sandwich, the at Imperial Devils we have open. We don't have access to the UCL Twitter, so tweet the Devils.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, obviously the hosting team. Does the host team change every year? Yeah.
No, so it's every 3 years we
every
swap.
3 years
so
swap.
this is Devils' first time in 3 years hosting London Ice Varsity.
No wonder it's well done this time.
You got
just a little stabs there. No.
Well, there's no one here to defend UCL, so
I know it's awesome. I was in 2013, the first time the Ice Varsity was played in Brixton. I was actually coaching UCL in that game.
Yeah.
I was. I think there's one photo proving that, me walking over the ice, staring daggers at the Devils. But yeah, I was somewhat involved with the Yetis back then.
2013, the first.
I see some Dragons jerseys as well there. One of the Dragons that Maple Leafs, apart from the one that I'm wearing. So there's all sorts of teams, some better than others.
Lots of people here from the rec teams as well coming out to support their players, because a lot of our guys play for rec hockey as well.
Apparently,
so I've seen a lot of the Nightwolves and Chiefs players around, kind of ready to spectate.
Absolutely.
Ready to see something beautiful. Devils obviously here looking for a third Ice Varsity championship.
Yeah.
And UCL looking to take it back for the first time since 2015.
I was going to say Imperial's won the last 2.
Oh yeah, we have won the last 2, looking for a third.
Yeah, so last year it was pretty decisive, 3-10.
Yeah, 3-10. We had a very strong kind of fresher intake with Jesse Cross and Jan Damoto Honza. You know,
and the 2016 Yetis team, you lost. That was the last time they won 9-2, and that was a pretty powerhouse team for the level they were playing at.
Amazing team. I'm not sure what's happened to Yetis in recent years. It seems to have kind of gone downhill.
Because they had the sort of core group there pretty much since 2012-13. When I was a little bit involved with the team, they had a core group that was a strong group. Was basically holding everything together for like solid four years or so. And as soon as they all graduated, it is tough when the turnover is as big as it is, and you're one university team. It's not always easy to get high quality talent, especially when you've got other teams in London area competing for. Mainly us.
Intake and outtake of players. We've lost some good guys, but we've gained some new freshers. So we'll see how they perform this evening in their first big match in front of a proper crowd for some of these guys.
It's not very common, especially in uni hockey, that in the UK play in front of a crowd like this, and it is, if you've never done it before, it can be a little bit daunting. You're gonna go there and you're gonna squeeze your stick a little bit more than usual.
Yeah,
It's
not to be taken lightly. The performing in front of a crowd, making this much noise, and kind of
it can distract you. You get sort of mesmerized while you're on the ice, and you just sort of look around. You hear the crowd, you hear what people say, and it's just well, if you, like I said, if you're not used to it, it can get somewhat confusing, and you're just there like, oh, what was it? Oh, there's a puck. Let's go, boys.
I imagine it's not easy, and we've got some of our B team players for the Devils playing up tonight.
Yeah, so they're gonna
experience it now, skating out for the first time.
And it's not just that. If they played for the B team, they're not just used to this level of competition. As there we see old man Zimmerman carrying the seat.
I think he was feeding Shu some water there. Shu Shitani, our goalie there.
I love the fact that he's called Old Man Zimmerman. He's what, 23?
He's been around forever.
He's what, 23?
Yeah, something like that.
He's 7 years younger than me, and I call him Old Man.
1993, whatever that is.
Yeah. Many moons ago. 26.
It's very much an old
25, 26.
So I think we're ready to go here with the skate out.
And here we see the Devils.
Devils line up there.
You're listed as Gus is a coach and a captain.
Yeah,
and you're a goalie and an announcer.
Yeah, apparently I'm goaltending. just in case. There's Shu skating out there.
You hear the crowd coming to life.
Yeah.
Clearly Imperial fans stacked on that end of the ice and UCL on this side, so we'll hear what they have to say.
We have to kind of keep them apart.
I love what this guy is doing, taking the warm-up lap on the opponent's side of the ice. I used to do that every time I was playing, and to drive people nuts.
I think that's Steve Kent there, famous imbuer.
Oh my God, yeah. He's an epitome of human physique, I would say.
Yeah,
especially with that hair. Has he still washed it? It's been.
I don't think he's washed anything. Anything, including there's a beautiful photo on our Instagram, which you should all follow. Of him when we played away in Southampton in white, and everyone else's jerseys is beautiful, brilliant white. Daz, other washing powders are available, and Steve's is cream. So we can see UCL's lineup here.
So the guy does his own laundry, I guess.
Yeah. So
this is a bit of an interesting one, as well as Imperial is pretty much organic as they are.
Yeah.
UCL has dug into. They still spelled Raphael Girard wrong. It's with one air, but whatever. Yeah. So they've dug into the big brothers' pockets a little bit and got and snatched themselves from the London Dragons A team. Yeah. See Raphael Girard, Connor Daly, John Valius, Nick Carnival, and Sam Zadny. Are all part of the red, white, and black instead of purple.
It'll be interesting because obviously Dragons doing reasonably well this season, and if UCL have dipped into that, it could be a proper fight.
That said, we have actually played two friendlies against Imperial with the mixed A and B team, and we've lost both of them.
Yeah.
So I mean, they've been close games, but we still these guys it's not probably as big as advantage as you might think, because Imperial actually knows these guys. They played against them, and
obviously the Imperial team used to playing together all season.
Yeah, exactly. And now you're chucking in 5 guys from Dragons. There was some guys who are alumni.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a ragtag sort of collection of guys, a bit of a bunch of renegades in a way, and
almost be a Magnificent Seven type scenario. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
Or 5. So they got 2 lines, but these 2 lines have played in their respective teams together, so they know each other. So the problem should be once they start mixing it up a little bit.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Can't say anything.
Yetis taking the eyes of the
crowd going wild there.
I don't know if they're just because they're closer to us, but it sounds a lot louder than the Imperial fans right now.
Yeah. So Bruno Ranel, B team goalie extraordinaire for UCL, played against him twice this season, and he seems to be doing incredibly for a team that's doing not particularly brilliantly. He's something like a .92 save percentage.
I think Tori Yoon is the starting goalie for UCL, and he's not a bad goalie at all. I've been hitting the ice with him a couple times over this season in the form of a coach, so I've had a chance to test him a little bit, and he's not bad at all. he does come up sometimes to Lee Valley and train with the Dragons here and there, and so he's been getting some extra laps on as well in preparation.
So
how do you feel about Ruslan Ponomarev still rocking the number 99?
Yeah, it's a
bold move.
I think the chant last year was you think you're Gretzky over and over again.
Yeah, I just remember a couple of years ago when he got into a fight against a Scottish guy called
the famous fight of 2014.
Yeah, and he got his lunch absolutely handed to him.
Yeah, I think it was the video sort of does the rounds on Facebook every year.
It does. And that's the laps at this time, for sure.
Yeah, the 2014 where it went to a shootout, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. It was a tight contest all around. So there's Chris Fox, Ruslan Ponomarev, Guido Dabur, all three having a chat, and they should be a force to be reckoned with in this game. So they're going to be, well, if not the number one punch, but at least number two behind the Dragons. Dragons A-team loanies, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just having the players' names announced here, I think.
Kind of introductions going on.
We should be breaking out the fun facts, but we can't really hear which ones they're announcing.
Yeah,
so it's
I have literally no clue.
Yeah, so we can give you fun facts anyway. I think this was.
I like who's that guy? John Graham.
Yeah.
Who is a friend of Brett.
A friend of Brett. Nothing, no picture. Yeah. I also like Matt Brackenbury. Matt Brackenbury, our B team superstar this year, used to play for Hull Ice Hogs, and what he does outside of Devils. Outside of hockey, is a social media influencer, Bitcoin trader, and CEO of his own dry paddleboard yoga company.
Wow.
I think that's brilliant.
Okay. Well, if the hockey career doesn't work out, at least there's something else going for him, which is nice.
And I think Steve Kent has the longest bio, considering we asked them to write these about themselves.
Oh, Christ.
There's something going on there.
What's Happy Chappies?
I have no idea. I think we're ready to go with the national anthem there.
And Chris Fox banging the pass, making sure the fans know that he's back.
I think the Devils player there in the jersey holding the camera cable wasn't particularly happy about that.
I wouldn't be able to laid him out.
Yeah.
Now the Imperial fans, they're responding.
Yeah. They'll wake up eventually. Yeah.
I mean, as at least as when they've got a couple of beers in them, that should wake them up.
Absolutely.
Loop up the vocal cords.
Yeah. We're still kind of
waiting for the national anthem to be played. Well, the final players have been introduced.
Shoe there. I have to say that setup of shoe, that white on white CCM, is one of the best.
It looks good.
The white on white CCM kit.
You see how many players? Jeez,
I think the full rosters tonight.
You know. Got 19 skaters and 2 goalies. Wow, this is probably the first time it's ever happened.
Yeah, I think they'll all struggle to fit on the bench there.
And there we see Steve Kent taking his lid off.
Yeah.
Revealing his magnificent lettuce.
Yeah, ready for
some kind of a flow on the guy, eh? I'll probably check my hat off actually. There we go.
Players in fine form, fine vocal form, especially Maciej Psu there. I think there was a beautiful shot of him really giving it all. If he gives it up that much in the game, I don't think UCL have a chance.
Yeah, don't leave it all out there just during the
Yeah, he doesn't want to quite show his hand yet. Gathering around the nets now, ready for that last minute
huddle. Last minute pump up before the puck drops.
Yeah, well.
Gernholm, that's a Finnish. Oh, it's Swedish. Never mind that. I don't like him already. There we see number 75 just circling, 79, sorry, that's Jonathan Vallius, or John as he's known. He's a former Brampton Bull of GMHL, hailing from the Espoo Blues junior organization in Finland, so he's a solid player.
Solid, yeah.
He's definitely one to look out for. He's a fast, he's very disciplined, plays very smart hockey, and when he's paired up together with Connor Daly and Raphael Girard of the Dragons, they've literally pretty much played together all season, so they know each other definitely, and we'll see what they're able to come up with. As you can see them chest bumping over there.
Absolutely. Starting lines on the ice there now. That's old man Zimmerman.
I love the fact that the UCL jerseys and Dragon socks for all of them.
Yeah, it's old man Zimmerman. I think that's Honza Demota there rocking the Devils throwback jersey.
And Ben Lakey taking centering this line. So it's Honza, Lakey, Zimmerman versus Daly, Girard, and Vallius on the ice. So the top forward lines obviously starting the game for both.
Yeah, I think both teams just want to get a strong start, get that first goal early.
Definitely. That's well, they usually be in fairly high-scoring affairs, but we'll see. Puck literally about to drop, and here we go.
Here we go. Yetis win the face-off there and pass back. Good loss there.
Girard.
Picked up.
Zimmerman coming down the wing and keeps it around Zadny.
And off the boards there.
Oh, the
ref official down. I'm sure
Girard, he goes into the boards, not too heavily though. The Zimmerman, he's got a man bombing down the middle, but Daly coming back to defend very well.
Oh, nice hit there.
Girard is taking punishment.
And picked up by
here comes Lakey. Oh!
That's Amir Sadikov there handling.
Oh, sorry, it wasn't Lakey.
Yeah.
Lakey was, how can I miss him? He's the biggest person out there. Imperial starting off fairly physical, I must say.
Yeah, a strong punishing game, I think.
Lakey goes, beautiful pass, the other one. Other side, Zimmerman in the middle of the puck. Oh, he doesn't make it, and Daly giving a cross-check to Zimmerman.
Incredible hit there.
Hammers his man, my goodness. Oh, and one of them goes and he hits his own man in the face. Both teams slightly excited to start the game. My goodness.
Keen.
Definitely.
I mean, it's a good way to be in that sort of first minute.
Yeah, they're getting the nerves out of the way, that's for sure. That's one way to get him out, is just hit someone and get stuck in the physical play.
Get into that game there.
Chris Fox wins the face-off back. And Yetis looking to regroup and break out from their own zone. Playing it off the board, Peter de Boer flips it.
Taken there.
But de Boer
Jesse Cross can't quite get there.
Good hit. UCL just trying to exit the zone, but Imperial not letting them, and there's a pass unavailable, was in front of the net, but not quite get there.
And they take it.
And here comes Chris Fox.
Almost shut down there. Imperial, strong on the back check. Absolutely spot on.
Ponomare doesn't even look at the puck. Takes the man, and the interference penalty of 2 minutes for sure. There's no doubt about it. The Imperial goalie is asleep. He doesn't leave the net for an extra attacker. I don't know why, but either way, UCL's going to be short-handed. And what a pass! Just bounced over his stick. That would have been a slam dunk tap-in.
Imperial goalie leaves the ice now. It's 6 on 5.
There we go.
Ready to go.
Lakey looking to go in front of the net, and no one there. Oh, there it is. And Zimmerman gets a puck.
Oh, save there.
Finally, Yetis get the puck and are able to stop the play. Imperial pushing hard on that short delayed penalty there.
Staying in space there, keeping it sort of active in the zone, not letting UCL shut them down at all. So we're going to an Imperial power play here. Yeah, and Lakey, Zimmerman, and Botilier. How do you say that? Botilier? Botilier, I think it's Botilier.
Sounds about right.
So we'll just pronounce it like that. He's not in a position to correct us.
He can bitch after the live stream. Lakey taking the face off against Chris Fox. No, sorry, that was Raphael Girard. Girard wins it back. UCL doesn't get the puck. Zimmerman gloves it down. Lakey on the point.
Amir Sadikov and Zimmerman there just sending it back and forth.
Zimmerman looking for his options. Got Lakey in front of the net as he should be. Here he comes. Oh, and it just misses on the far side. And that was a little bit of a hasty pass, and here comes Nick Carnevale.
UCL going for the short-handed goal there, committing.
Raphael Girard and Nick Carnevale going the other way.
And the turnover there. They've got to be strong on this back check.
Zimmerman coming down the wing, looking for his options. Got Lakey drop pass. Here he comes. What an easy save.
Frozen by the goalie there.
Didn't get everything on that shot, it looked like.
Yeah.
But a good play. Got the offensive zone face-off, and we'll see. Lakey having words with Vallius over there. Maybe, who knows what those two. Maybe already a bit of beef?
I don't know. Next line out in the power play there. That's Jesse Cross and I think Honza Demota.
Yeah, and
as the
Kolikov
wingers there.
Center.
Yeah. So Jesse Cross and Honza, fresh as last year. I think both of them had a 2-minute penalty in the first period when we had that sort of 15 minutes of penalties going on at once. I recall them sitting in the box with me for quite some time.
There we go, a pass in front again, but there's no one there above him.
There,
the board,
open it in the zone.
And Chris Fox, the former GBU player, he was
Shoe coming out to stick handle there.
Yeah, Chris Fox was representing GBU a couple of years ago in the World University Games.
Yeah.
And now back in the Yetis jersey. Kolikov coming in from the wing.
Yeah. UCL sort of committing 2 men there, struggling to get it out. Shoe stopping the puck there, ready to be picked up.
Yetis are pretty good at blocking the neutral zone in this case. That was a dangerous pass. That was almost a Vallius escape.
Nice.
And that would have been, I can almost guarantee that would have been a goal if he would have gotten that puck. But he didn't, so that goes to an icing. You don't see icings every day when you're on a power play.
On a power play. 34 seconds left on the penalty there for UCL.
Oh, no, back, my hat on.
Face off there. Honza Demota taking that down the wing. Apparently his grand is watching in check.
Oh,
so
Jackson should have gone for that puck and he didn't, so Carnevale. Oh no, but he hits the skate, he can't get it out. Carnevale being pressured by two players, got Connor Daly on his left, doesn't pass it yet, and it's got Vallius going up the wing. He's probably looking to make the breakout pass. There he comes.
And that pass taken away by Imperial there.
And Carnevale just looking to play it deep, and Carnevale takes a hit from Dow. Do you know Dow? Number 7.
Do not know Dow.
And here comes UCL full back to full strength, I should say. Yetis looking to break down.
I think Yetis are looking for. Oh no, we're back 5-on-5. I was going to say they were looking for a short-handed goal there.
No, not anymore.
Not paying enough attention.
Nope. It's just on Twitter all the time.
Yeah, and no one's tweeting us. It's quite sad, really.
I'm shocked that London Ice Varsity is not trending.
Yeah. With our flawless commentary.
Either way, Imperial looking to break out of their own zone. Good rush up the ice. And goes around with Girard. Here he comes.
And there we go. First goal of the game.
What a goal!
I'm going mad there. Mir Sadikov, that was.
Post to post.
Go for Imperial.
That was pretty. Comes down the wing. Perfect shot. About foot high. Just between the blocker and the pad. You can't shoot any better than that. Far side. Off the right inside the post.
Beautiful shot there.
1-0 for the Devils with 1 second before 5 minutes, so 4 minutes and 59 seconds played, and Devils take 1-0. And here you see the replay. Goes around the D and perfect shot.
Just straight in.
Far side low. So UCL having to play catch up now. I wonder if they will wake up finally, because they were very lazy defensively in that play. And Chris Fox having worse with Bothilia. He didn't like the way he played that situation, the forecheck over there. But that is Chris Fox. He's an emotional guy, an emotional player, but a good player, so who cares? But he does sometimes take a silly penalty. Guido de Boer almost ate one there. And
a good save there by Shoe on the slap shot from outside the zone.
Kick save and a beauty.
Yeah.
And Imperial just now icing the puck for no reason. A little bit of a hasty on their breakout and not taking an easy first pass and making anything reasonable happen.
Don't want to think they're getting ahead of themselves. They don't want to think this is an easy game at this point, do they?
No. There is so much firepower on this reinforced Yetis team that they definitely don't mess about with them or they will bite you.
Absolutely.
Well, we just need UCL to wake up. They haven't really done anything reasonable. And here comes Ben Lakey bombing down the left wing. Lakey looks for the shot. Oh, and it just misses high.
Over the top there.
and going the other way. And look at oh, beautiful! Stopped on his tracks. My goodness!
Absolutely nothing there, Jan de Mota.
What's that?
I think that was Honza de Mota.
Oh, was it?
I can't see. I'm sure I saw number 9.
My eyesight's terrible, especially when I'm hungover. Jesus Christ! But that was a beautiful hit. Shoulder on chest. Stopped him in his tracks. There you go.
Didn't even
Check your
flinch
feelings.
when he hit him.
Check your feelings, buddy. And here comes Imperial dumping the puck again. This is Connor Daly going around the net, passes to Nick Carnival. Connor Daly is still playing defense on this line with. He's normally a forward.
Kept in there.
Good save, but he has a rebound. Carnival looking to break out. Oh,
Jesse Cross nearly hits the official there.
He just dodged that one, and here comes another one. Oh, and Imperial just piled it. They have 3-man forecheck. Oh my goodness. Sam Zadny looking for Rafael Girard in the middle, and he just bounces over his sticks. Wally is on the other side, and he can't get it. Oh, that's almost an offside. No, it isn't. Here we go.
Glove save.
Good glove save. Javos Jackson coming down the wing with no one in front and an easy save for Tori Yoon. And here come the big boys. Oh no, sorry, this is not the. Like, so it's a Zimmerman center in this line, but he's.
Yeah, this is a Matt Brackenbury on the wing there. So and Sonny Culberson Grant, both B team forward players there. Sort of the cream of the B team, if you like.
Yep.
I've played behind them a fair few times this season, and their strong forward line, the triangle of death if you get Johnson Lee in there.
Guido de Boer looking to pass it to Chris Fox, but he doesn't get it. Well played, Sadikov, and here comes de Boer and hits him in. Ponomarev, who took the penalty earlier, and he's just rings it around the boards to de Boer. De Boer doesn't get it, plays it back in. Oh! And Breckenbury with a good reverse hit. On number 2, who is that? It's not Gernholm for sure. I don't even know that. It's not
Brett
their roster.
Brett Bruhilia. Is that?
No, I mean Yetis.
Yeah.
They don't have a number 2. No. They're a yard sale.
Someone's turned up with
that for free.
Someone's turned up with the wrong jersey, obviously.
Chris Fox having a word with the referee. I'm not surprised the slightest that he's doing that. We were having a conversation that which ones are uglier, these Yetis jerseys or the old Manchester Metros? The ones, the blue and yellow, the absolute monstrosities.
I'm not sure.
We were having a heated argument last year during the Nationals with Rambo and Nick about this.
Yeah, it's the Yetis jersey. There seems to be 2 versions of the Yetis jersey as well.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 even, because they used to have a completely full purple one. I actually have one of those. I don't know why.
I don't think we can really talk sporting the 2 jerseys, but ours are a throwback jersey, so we did have reason to buy those.
The one that you have, the Winter Classic style, that Zimmerman's wearing, that's a cool jersey. I really like that.
Unfortunately, not everyone bought them, so we couldn't. It'd be good to have a full team wearing them.
Oh yeah.
I think we did manage it at Nationals.
You did do that at Nationals, and it looked glorious.
Nationals 2 years ago, I think we had our 5 skaters for the A team,
pretty much,
and they were all wearing that jersey, so it has been out on the ice as an exclusive kit, but we didn't do particularly well during those games.
Tie up there in the face of Wally, who just dumps it in with Sam Zadny. No, he doesn't get there first. What a pass to Ben Lakey, and here comes Lakey again.
1-0 there.
Ben Lakey, what a save! Are you kidding me? Absolutely robs him blind. Yeah, you may want to call the cops because this was grand larceny on display. What a save.
Absolute robbery.
My
the
God.
kick up into the glove there, I think that was.
Well, I mean, we're only 8 minutes in, but that was the save of the game, and that takes some beating.
Absolutely. Zimmerman not taking the hit there.
And here comes Connor Daly trying to make a move out of the zone. Doesn't get it. Now he does. He's trying to go through 3 Imperial Devils players, and here comes Valius coming into the zone. Goes around his man, plays it back to the point. Daly looks in front, doesn't have anyone there. Girard looks to play it in front. Puck. Oh, where is it? It's between the legs and the right.
Absolute chaos in front of the net there.
Here we go. Tempers flaring. I think it was John Valius who went in there, gave a whack to the goalie, and they got absolutely bowled over, and that gathers a crowd. Not a very uncommon sight in a hockey game. It's good to see some emotion out there. And here we see the replay.
Stopped in between the knees there, and then hit by John, knocked over by John Yao.
No, yeah, that was Raphael Girard.
Yeah.
Put on his keister.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happens when you go in front of the net. You're prepared to take some lumber in the ribs. If you go there, that's the price you pay. And here come the Devils, and another good glove save. It just passes Sadikov. Oh, and gets hit hard. And here comes Nick Carnival. Almost hits the referee. He's got a man on the left, but he doesn't pass. Dumps it in, goes after it himself. And staples his man to the Zamboni door. The referee puts his hand up. I'm not sure why. Charging? Oh, roughing. So he must have had his. Let's see if we get a replay out of that, because it looks fairly clean to me. Oh no, he had his hands up a little bit, so probably touched him on the chin. So Yeti is going short-handed again. They didn't concede last time, but right after the penalty they did eat one, which made the game 1-0 for the Devils. So now you have Lakey, Zimmerman, Bothilier, and who's that? Dow and Jackson playing the point. Ponomarev tried to get it out of the zone, but he's deflected. Chris Fox there. And Zimmerman keeps it in. The international All-Stars player from last season, looking for his options, turning and twisting. Got Lakey, Zimmerman looking down in the middle and shoot. No traffic in front. Now they have it. Oh, deflection, but just wide. He deflected it, but the wrong way. Zimmerman looking for Lakey at the back post. No, he's not. He's looking for a shot from the point. Now he's got a man at the back post. Bothilier coming down. He doesn't find him. He would have been completely open. Zimmerman just doesn't see him. I'm not sure why, but here he is. Does he pass this time? Oh, and he's still going for the shot. Come on, guys. You need to be a little bit less selfish this time. But Devils maintaining pressure. Lakey, Bothilier, Jackson in the middle, Zimmerman in the middle, and a perfect backhand dish right on Chris Fox's stick. Good pass, but to the wrong team. And Yetis clear the zone with 1 minute left. Oh my goodness, where did that come from? Oh, the heavy hit, and Yetis. Yetis going.
Penalty there, so it'll be a.
Devils want to give the puck away, because this would have been a long 5-on-3. You may want to reserve any seconds. Bothilier. There it is! Scott Zimmerman right in front of the net. Oh, and Ben Lakey comes and pushes Raphael Girard, and tempers are flaring again. Is there going to be a penalty for Lakey for that? I think it is. That was slightly unnecessary. I think he's. That didn't make any sense.
Officials having a chat there. We'll have a look at the replay.
Oh, no, that was the previous hit, which again looked like maybe a bit of a high hit. Yeah. So it should be 5-on-3, but it might be 4-on-3. I don't know. What are they going to give?
Remains to be seen. The officials not.
That seems to be Chris Fox having a conversation with the referees, and I think they're going to go get Lakey from the bench. And what are they? But UCL is just standing in front of their bench, wondering what's happening. Carnival. Actually, Girard is going in for the high hit. That happened before the goal in the other end. That's as far as what we know so far. And it looks like there was no penalty for Lakey for that little push on Girard. So maybe that was just like a little retaliation of or giving him a little nudge, saying that don't be doing that in our barn.
Yeah, going to 5-on-5 there. I'm not sure what's.
No, it should be 5-on-4. 5-on-4. Should be. Yetis are still short-handed. But that goal negated the first penalty that was on, and now it's 2 minutes for Girard. But to be fair, because it was a delayed penalty, I don't think this is the way it's supposed to go. I think it's the first penalty is supposed to stay on board, and I don't know. Feels weird that they would take the first one out. But either way, so it's more 2 minutes.
2 minutes more of a power play.
Yep.
Imperial, Honza D'Amato catching it deep in the zone.
Hit. Oh, no chance of that coming out.
Zimmerman.
Good pass.
D'Amato.
That comes out of it. That was not actually Zimmerman. That was
it's John Yao. Yeah, John Yao, fresher this year for Imperial. I think he scored a hat-trick in his first game for Imperial as well. He came on strong. Sort of an Austin Matthews type situation.
Yeah. Well, Austin Matthews would be for. But it's a good effort. So I'm not saying it's a bad effort. Anyway, Imperial looking to break out with 45 seconds gone in the penalty, and here comes Great pass to the middle, and the goalie doesn't know where the puck is, but it's between their legs. And Remota going there and getting a little bit of a shove again. So definitely temperature is rising inside the London Ice Arena, as it should be. And we're only 12 minutes into the game, so who knows what's going to happen in the upcoming periods.
Absolutely.
Lakey wins the face-off, but that's going to come out of the zone. That's an offside if ever I've seen one. And Imperial realizes as well, and UCL playing very passive. They're just dumping it in, and Lakey comes in and runs Carnival into the boards and gets 2 minutes for boarding or charging. I don't know which one that is, but Ben Lakey is involved in everything right now. Oh, what a move by Volumes! Oh, and he can't tap it in! Sam Zadney had an absolute tapping by after a beautiful move by John Volumes, but he doesn't get his stick on that.
Oh, look at the shot. Replay there.
Oh, this is a replay of Ben Lakey going to the penalty box, which is not a replay, but well, we didn't get to see that again, but that was pretty. The director is saying sorry. Well, you can just, once you're watching it from YouTube, you can just rewind and watch it again. It was that pretty. Either way, 4-on-4 hockey. It's supposed to be 4-on-4, but there's 5 Yetis on the ice. So one of them needs to get off. This is complete pandemonium with this. No one knows who was on the ice and when. Looks like it's Chris Fox and De Boer up front for the Yetis. And they clear the ice. I don't know why they're clearing the ice. That's going to be an icing because this is a 4-on-4 situation. The referee was maybe a little bit trigger happy with the whistle there.
Yeah.
Either way, icing against Imperial, so they go back and take the face-off in their own end.
The crowd kind of getting hyped up there. Face-off in Imperial zone.
They need something.
Yeah.
It's 2-0 Imperial, and they haven't had any sort of construct. And here comes Zimmerman down the wing, looks for the shot. Oh, and a glove save!
Picked up there.
That fell off his glove and was trickling next to the post. I'm not sure if it would have ever gone in, but that was close.
And
let's see again.
Acrobatics there from the goalie.
Oh, it bounces. Oh my goodness! I think it hit a Yeti skate as well.
Zimmerman taking the face off there for Imperial.
Zimmerman, he kind of wins it, but he wins it forward, and here's Sam Zadney. Gets hit by Zimmerman, a good hit. Shoulder on shoulder. And that was a bit of an interference, but here comes, who's number 7? Oh, my laptop's dying. I need to get the rosters up here. And Girard out of the box, so Yeti is at full strength, but Imperial, Zimmerman almost
the tip in there.
Almost a tap in. And that's Carnival going out the side to Volumes, who made that beautiful backdoor pass just in his previous shift. And now Yeti's power play.
There to the boards.
So the Dragons line is playing the short-handed situation, but here comes Zimmerman, and he's got Daly defending. Tries to go, but Daly, strong play, right on his skates, no chance. Daly coming down the middle, looks at Girard, gets it, but bounces off his stick. No, he still has it. Girard shoots, no one home.
Shutani.
Carnival looking for traffic in front. Here he comes, and
is that
no goal. Referee is not signaling. I think the puck's in the net, but the referee is signaling that it's no goal. I think they blew it dead when they thought the goalie had the puck. Well, puck's in the net. Yetis are celebrating and smacking their sticks, but I don't think they're calling it a goal. I think, just missed it. Either way, I think the referee blew the game dead when they thought the goalie had it. But the goalie obviously did not have the puck. Let's see.
And then,
yes, it fell off the glove. They blew the game dead for no reason. Well, the referee lost the side of the puck, but either way, Yeti's power play continues for another 25 seconds. Chris Fox keeps it in well. Ponomarev trying to play in a good hit in the corner there. Yeti is trying to come up with something, but the only thing they come up with is that
Jesse Cross chasing there. They're taken away. Jesse Cross, I think. Oh no!
Oh, it's Jackson. Hit by Ponomarev. And Imperial they would have had a man right in front for a tap in. Yeti is all lined up underneath the goal line for some reason. And we're back to full strength with just under 6 minutes left in the first period. Chris Fox against 4 Devils goes to the back post for De Boer, but that bounces right over his stick, and here comes Ben Lakey. Oh, Raphael Girard trying to hit him with his hip, and kind of went underneath him.
I don't really know what happened there.
And here come the Yetis, and an easy save. And Lakey and Girard battling in front of the net again. They have been going at it the whole period, and I have a sneaking suspicion that it's not gonna end.
Yeah, Guillaume keeping the Yetis player away from Hugh there.
So 5:32 left in the first period. Offensive zone face-off for the Yetis. It's a bit of a tie, but Imperial eventually manages to wrangle it back. Oh, and it just keeps it in. Well done on the blue line. Oh, they do. There's all these Yetis numbers. I have no idea which one, who is who. So he said John Valius is 62, but he's actually 79. I don't know. I'm not even going to try. Oh, and a good hit.
Make it up as we go along.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just going to start calling them Numpty and Dumpty and Sparky and... I don't know what the traditional Yeti names.
I think all their reserve jerseys say Yeti on them.
I know.
So
like, are they all? Is every Yeti just called Yeti, or do they have like family names? Oh, and that was a good hit by Yao, and there's people line up everywhere on the ice now.
Almost a hit against the Yetis bench there, but not.
Oh, that was a risky play, and what? That was not an offside. There's no chance that puck came out of the zone. Okay, fair enough. Wow. Bam!
Yetis having so much fun with these calls.
Yeah, I mean, oh, what a tune! Oh, they stopped. I was really looking forward to Country Roads taking it again. And here comes Nick Carnival.
Colson Grant there looking for to take it away, but can't quite get it.
Against Zimmerman. Oh, and a good hit there by Jackson. Zimmerman is met by 2 Yetis, loses the puck right in front. Oh, what a save!
Shoot
there. He comes out, and Jackson skating it up the ice with Zimmerman.
Turning it over straight away there.
Daly defending. Good stop. Jackson, oh, and he bounces off the defender. Chris Fox. Zimmerman to the point. No one there from the Devils, or even from the Yetis side, to be fair. Puck touches no one and goes around. De Boer absolutely cherry picking up the far blue line and doesn't even get a shot away. Well, that was useless. He never used to be that lazy when I saw him the last time. I guess he's kind of fat like me.
UCL crowd there, sort of picking the wrong moment to chant, really, as the Devils picked up the puck.
A little bit.
Someone needs to be in charge, really.
Yeah. Skalikov, Cross, and who we have there? We got Dermota, Honza, Dermota. We mentioned a couple of times. Salem goes back to the middle. And here come the Yetis down the center ice, and 2 Devils go down in the puck. No, it stays in. It doesn't bounce over the stick of the Yetis defender. They're trying to, they have 2 players in front of the net, so trying to deliver it there, but nothing. And now we got another penalty? Hooking? What was that?
I'm not sure what's going on, really.
I think they... What happened?
I have no idea what happened.
Okay, well, either way, it's an offensive zone face-off for the Yetis. Girard taking the face-off against his new best buddy, Ben Lakey. Ponomarev keeps it in on the blue line. Sam Zadny against Lakey, but he bounces out. And here come the Devils again. Good hit, but here comes Lakey, and he hits the Yeti and his own man.
That was Yuri there, another B-team player, strong for the B-team. And the last only started playing about a month ago for us.
Where did they come from? Here comes Bothilia. What a pass in the middle! Oh, what a save! And Leaky! Oh, and he goes over the net. There's a yard sailing for the net, but the Yetis managed to come up with the puck and they're turning it around. Here comes Girard the other way.
Knocked away there.
Oh, and here comes Imperial again. Good turnover.
That's Amir Sadikov there. Amir Sadikov.
Sadikov looking for options, waiting for reinforcements to come in, just dumps it on net, but easy save for Yoon. 2:20 left.
The call there. UCL obviously having a problem with whatever.
Yep, there you see the replay of Bonaparte running his own goalie, and there's, I think they're saying no change because of an icing. I think that's what I was the call. They were just preventing the UCL players from changing. But they have 4 skaters on the ice, and I don't know why.
There's no penalty on the clock, so...
No, and I don't think there's anyone in the pucks either. I don't know why they're playing with 4. Oh, no, here comes Carnwell over the board.
So just a miscounting there for UCL. Obviously not keen on the too many men.
No. Oh, and he comes Tim. Oh, what a save! Yoon is absolutely flash-like left pad, and he keeps it out.
And Brackenbury there involved.
Brackenbury and Valius going at it, and I think Valius is going. He's been going at it with everyone out there, much like Girard, and I think he's going for 2 minutes, and the referee very animated in disagreeing, but what a save by that was by Yoon.
Beautiful. Multiple.
His left pad came out twice like a snake bite, my goodness.
And then stopped on the line with the glove. I think that was.
Yeah, I think everyone kind of stopped playing because I think they thought they had the puck, but he was just lying there on the goal line. Thankfully from the Yetis side.
I think the puck trapped in equipment there. Couldn't get it out.
Yeah, something like that. Looked like everyone kind of stopped playing for a while, but either way, Jonathan Valius goes for 2 minutes. I think it must have been for roughing. And Peter de Boer and Zimmerman probably exchanging details for Christmas card list over there. But Bosilier, Leikki, Zimmerman, Jackson, and who's the other defender? Dow, obviously. I keep forgetting. How can I forget a 3-letter name? Either way, Leikki and against Fox on the face-off dot, and referee not happy with how Fox is taking the face-off, so the Boer comes in. Oh, and Chris Fox having another conversation with the referee. Like I said, it won't be the last one.
I can see a falling out with officials. Now, very near future there.
Yep, and Leikki goes forward and wins the puck. The Boer loses his gloves, but he goes back to the point for Dow.
And then back into the zone to Brett.
Ophelia looking for his option, goes for Leikki behind the net, battling against Daly. Daly wins that battle, but he doesn't get the puck because Devils double up on him and played up to the point. Dow, and it's in his case. De Boer trying his best, but that goes well over. Deflects from a Yeti stick. I'm not sure who that one was. And after every whistle, you see players bumping into each other, accidentally, and just hitting each other with sticks, and that's why they're probably so heated, because they're just annoying each other continuously throughout the game.
I suppose now is the time they would choose to kind of have that heated instead of a league game. It's in front of the crowd.
Bothilia looks for Zimmerman. Zimmerman waiting, gets it. Leikki on the far side. No one in front of the net for the Devils. They need someone out there, or the shots are useless. But they seem to want to take their time. They got 1 minute and 15 seconds left, basically the whole period on power play. So they definitely looking to take their time and go up 3-0. Zimmerman looking for the back post pass. Leikki, almost loses it. And Gus Zimmerman goes back and retrieves the puck. Sadikov making a move, but that bounces off Leikki.
Back to Leikki.
From the point, this
John Yao
looking for the shot. Oh, here he comes. Zimmerman looking for the deflection, but doesn't get all of it that he wanted. And Zimmerman wins the puck back on his knees. But here comes Chris Fox. And he makes a risky move in front of the net. And it doesn't even pay up. Here's Dow looking for Leikki.
He's looking for blocker side save there.
Good save.
Into the zone.
Leikki and Carnevale going at it again. Zimmerman. Carnevale hitting everything that moves right now. He's going after Leikki again. He really needs to pick his battles because he's going to lose that one, that's for sure. Proud Canadians, they like a bit of like a bit of tussle on the ice. I wouldn't be surprised if they would chuck it at this
Lakey,
game.
no fear to shy away.
No, he will definitely not shy away.
10+2 in the first period last year. So
here comes Lakey looking to enter the zone. Shot, good block
there.
Of one of the Yetis and a good pass in front from Botuli, and here we go. That's the end of the first period. 2-0 for Imperial College Devils. After the first one, the goal scorers. Who were the goal scorers? Was it Sadikov?
Sadikov
and Zimmerman. Oh.
Yeah, as far as I know.
That's a weird Datsuk jersey. Oh my God. It's a KSL jersey.
It's faded in the wash.
So, as the teams skate out, there will be definitely some talks on some note. We're handing out t-shirts apparently today. I don't know what they are. But
I think UCL have a sponsor.
Yeah, it looks
but I don't know who the UCL sponsor is, and there's no one here to represent UCL. So
something stint.
Yeah.
They're white t-shirts anyway. So.
Country roads being blasted there as we wait for the officials to leave the ice and get ready for the UCL Frostbite figure skating demonstration.
And on that note, I will go and have myself a cup of water.
Absolutely. alumni. What are your thoughts on the first period, guys? How do you think it's going?
I think it's going very well. Devils are looking dominant. I like it. Some good play from Shu especially.
Some beautiful stuff from UCL there. I think there were 4 penalties in that first period. How are you feeling about that?
I mean, well, they're belling it dirty, aren't they, really, to be honest? But, I mean, there was just that one scary moment where Shu dropped the puck out of the clutch, but luckily the referee blown the whistle, so...
It was a very close one, that.
Personally, the ref might have been a little soon. Some might say probably UCL supporters, but I'm all in favour of the refs being right because obviously they're trained, not us. So I think the ref made the right decision there. I could never question the ref.
Absolutely. And you've never questioned the ref in your hockey career at all, have you?
No, of course not. That would be ridiculous.
Absolutely.
No, yeah, the ref made the right decision. The ref always does.
Amazing stuff there. And yeah, Shun almost knocking it into his own net there. How was your heart rate? As a goaltender, how was your heart rate there?
I was very, very scared. Let's just say that. I think
Shu's a brick wall. He is a brick wall. You look at, honestly, you take his shirt off, all you can see is bricks. It's disgusting. Honestly, he doesn't look like a proper human.
Only person who scores on Shu is
honestly,
Shu.
yeah, he's like a leper, but worse than a leper. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like a, you know that like Spider-Man 3 when there's that guy that's made out of sand. He's like that, except he's made out of bricks. So, look, I wouldn't put anything past Shu because it's physically impossible to put anything past Shu.
Absolutely. Are mythical creatures allowed in Bua? Is that a... We'll have to consult Rambo and Nick on that one, really, won't we? Yeah.
Steve Kent, he's the guy to ask when it comes to mythological things, having made up a lot of myths himself, mainly about himself, but also about others.
Absolutely. I think we're going to talk to Steve Kent in the second period break. Get him, just for Nick and Rambo to get one of their friends on the live stream. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts going into the second period, guys? How do you think Imperial and UCL are going to play this? What's your...
Obviously in the second period's all about getting the good changes with the long shift. A lot more goals are scored because it's easy for guys to get knackered out, but UCL don't look dominant out there. So all I can see is a lot of them just skating around, getting knackered out, turning pucks over and letting goals in.
Yeah, I think you've got a bit of a lead, but guys have to make sure they don't sit back. They got to keep being aggressive, keep pushing in the zone, keep dumping the puck, keep getting shots on goal, and expand that gap.
Banging pucks at their net all day long.
Absolutely.
Driving hard, banging pucks.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's
I mean,
correct.
is it a shot if you don't take it?
And I'll tell you another rule. You think you're giving 100%, you've only given 40%, which means that we've only given 40% of the pucks we thought we could have put at their net right now. Which means even though there's 60% of the game left to play, we've only given 40%, which is ideal given that that's exactly how much of the game's left to play.
Beautiful wisdom there from Charles.
I mean, that's mathematical perfection. No, that's physics maths right there. It might not be accurate or meaningful, but it is at least potentially at some level
obviously
hopefully true.
The engineering degree is paying off for Imperial as well, with UCL not able to count how many players they needed on the ice. Obviously, they were trying to avoid a too many men penalty and going 4 on 5.
When your entire unis studying gender studies or fat studies or whatever's the latest made-up topic, you can't count, you can't function properly, and sure as hell you can't put pucks on net, can you? Because you're too busy thinking about how oppressed you are. So, I mean, we're going to keep oppressing them. So if they can keep thinking about how oppressed they are, then that's fine by me.
Wise words there from Charles. Words to live by. So I think we're going to go back to some highlights now. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
back here at the start of the second period for Imperial UCL London Ice Varsity 2019.
Welcome.
Players just skating back to their benches there after having returned to the locker room, received some beautiful coaching from their respective captains, Alex Jacobson and Gus Zimmerman.
Definitely.
An
Yeah,
interesting
it'll be
second
interesting
period.
to see how UCL is going to come out of the gate. They were like, both teams were quite emotional to start the period, and they showed like over aggressiveness, broken plays, and that led to 2 Imperial Devils goals, and nothing really going on for the Yetis offensively. There was that one goal that was disallowed. I mean, surely that doesn't stay as the final. I mean, hopefully it doesn't come down to that one missed goal, or missed call rather.
Absolutely.
I mean, ideally you would want to see a lot more scoring from both teams, but we'll see. Yeah, Imperials be very solid defensively, and Yetis haven't really gotten up the ice in a sort of constructed way, or organized, should I say?
Yeah,
organized way.
Absolutely, especially with the sheer number of Devils power plays given away.
Yeah,
in
the
first
definite
period.
penalties are not helping them at all.
But it remains to be seen what will happen in the second. Obviously, this is going to be more of a kind of UCL grinding them down, trying to remain.
UCL, yeah, they have to just get going. They have to dump the puck, but just simplify the game. Put the puck in front of the net and crash the net, and just literally go back to the very basics. I know it's a cliche, but that's literally what they need to do, because that's what they weren't doing. The one time they did it, they scored and it was disallowed. But here we go. Rafael Girard tripped off the face-off, and there you go. 3 seconds into the period, and Imperial's going to be short-handed. So let's see if this will kickstart the Yetis engine. That was it. Looked like a completely accidental trip. You see the Dragons line: Zadnik, Girard, Vallius, Carnevale, Daly starting.
And Ben Lakey skates to the penalty box there.
That's not a guy you want to have in the box. That's not a guy you want to have in the box. Literally total accident, but trip is a trip. Girard wins it. Vallius comes in next to the boards. He's got Bothurier. I hate that name.
Just call him Brett. I think
Brett, yeah, okay. He's Brett from now. Anyway, Imperial clears the puck to the other end. Vallius looking to grab it from Carnevale. Doesn't get it. A little bit of a delayed breakout, and he loses the puck. And what a beautiful panorama. Carnevale putting Zimmerman on a pretzel momentarily there, and a good pass.
John Yao looking to shut this down, send it out, but misses the hit.
They got Zadny in front of the net. He takes it. Brett putting on pressure. Vallius has in his skates. Looking for Daly on the point, doesn't get it. Vallius looking at the crash, and here comes Carnevale. Shot! Easy save. Again, no traffic in front of the net, and that has been the problem for Yetis all along. Yetis want to change, and the Dragons are saying nope. Oh, now they are changing eventually. Well, to be fair, this is not a bad line to have out there. They have Chris Fox, Guido de Boer, and looks like Michael Lehane playing the wing on this power play.
So it's Matt Brackenbury. It's almost the full B team lineup on the Imperial Devils penalty kill there, with just Honza Demota taking centre.
Well, if it works, why not? And
yeah.
here he goes.
Yeah, taking it away there.
Good poke check. Oh, and Yetis, that's an offside if ever I've seen one. Then there you go, here comes the whistle.
Minute and 3 left on the clock with the penalty kill for Devils. See how they play this. Hits in front of the bench there, and I like to think that was Shu knowing exactly where the net was behind him. And
now we call. Swing and a miss right in front of the net. The Yeti is now really piling. Oh my God, that was a horrible shot.
That's over the.
Ponomar knows what he did.
Nearly went into the bar there.
Yeah, he fell into the little goal judge's box, if you will, down there. That was Ponomar, and he went straight into the 14th row. Kind of reminded me of him in his younger days when I was skating with him a little bit. He's one of those guys that shoots inside a phone box and still doesn't hit it. And a bit of a careless play. 40 seconds still left on the penalty for Lakey, and Zimmerman putting on the pressure, and here's a turnover for the Devils, and Zimmerman in the middle gets it! Oh, and he does it!
Oh, open net, the goal! Miles away from the goal!
Misses! What is going on in the Yetis' end now? Absolutely glorious chance for Zimmerman. He was trying to be patient and go around the goalie, but then he lost the puck. Daly with a good. Oh, and he calls an interference. Wow. Wow. Interference against Connor Daly. That was a weak call.
I guess the Yetis obviously not liking the ref there, throwing the puck away. I think it's not going to do any good for their calls, really, is it?
Technically, that is a penalty, but he didn't really go the other way. He just skated in front of him slowly. As a forward, not a fan of that penalty. And equally, if Daly would have fallen down because of the Imperial player skating, that would have been a penalty for them for interference. So, what was a smart play by Daly? Turns into a short-handed situation.
Kick back into the zone by John Yao there.
4-on-4 for another. Well, here we go. Now Ben Lakey's out of the box, and it's another Imperial power play.
Picked up by Sadikov there, taken behind the net to assess his options.
Drops it to Lakey, and the big man starts bombing down the center. He's got one forward up, but Lakey doesn't need it. Goes around the defender, crashes the net, and he taps it in! It's Ben Lakey show again!
Perfect goal. That was Ben Idley every position, Lakey. Another Devils goal. 3 minutes and 30.
The big man.
20 into the second period.
Yep, that's another power play goal. The big man from Alberta goes around everyone and tucks it in far side. If there is such a thing, that was vintage Ben Lakey. I guess there is, at least in the Imperials hockey sphere.
Imperial fans loving that.
Obviously.
First time they've been loud this evening. Not that.
I think this is the first time they saw the puck go in because they've been in the far end. And because of the netting, you don't really see the far end that well. But now the goal was right in front of their faces. So Yetis even further in the hole. And Rafael Girard coming up the middle, looking for something. Hit by Sadikov, turnover. And Daly almost hit by Sadikov. Sadikov's hitting every post, and Lakey goes in for the hit, but doesn't actually hit anyone. Jackson be pressured by Lehane. And he just misses Zadny sticks, and here's Daly. Kalikov. But loses the puck. Here comes Connor Daly down the middle, making moves. Gets it. Zadny is looking the wrong way. He was expecting the pass, but he was already almost on his sticks. UCL fans coming to life, looking to spark their team for some sort of a comeback here. But if they keep taking penalties at this rate, it's going to be a pretty thin hope. And here comes Yetis, Rafael Girard, and it's in! Chris Fox on the rebound! Rafael Girard shot, and Giordano left a huge rebound, and Chris Fox almost lights himself in like a curling stone. But puts it in on the 5-hole, and there it is. The Yetis faithful come to life, and so does their team. And you can hear there's someone running around with a Yeti mask now.
Yeti's alive.
Yep. They actually have a mascot apparently. He's running around in the crowd.
So
hyping them up.
Rejoining the stream. We're now 5-2 to Devils. 5-2 to Devils. We've had an incredible number of penalties in that time we went down.
Oh, we were down? I didn't even know. I just kept on talking.
I didn't have the heart to tell you.
Oh, that's fine. I was hoping someone listened.
Back to 5-on-5 hockey here now there. With a 10-minute in the Devils box.
And that's a hit from behind, and he's going to sit for that. It wasn't a strong one, but he was to the numbers. And Yao looking for a long lead pass. And Steve Kent.
Devils still not pulling their goalie.
No. They don't seem to be doing that for some reason.
Maybe they're very afraid of that own goal possibility.
But yeah, it looks like still some of the players are a little bit overexcited about the situation at hand, and being a little bit over aggressive in some situations. They called it another 2+10, so Lehane's going to be gone for 10, which is quite rightfully so. It's another hit from behind. You never like to see that because there's a huge risk someone's going to get hurt, like actually badly hurt. Luckily there was nothing there. He barely bumped him, but rightful 2+10. But like you said earlier, it's good that they have the long bench because
Yeah.
they have, what, 2 or 3 guys sitting 10s now?
Absolutely.
That's not a good look. It's not what you want. But here's Ben Lakey and Imperial power play. Oh, what a beautiful dish pass to
Keeping him
Stipperman.
relaxed, looking at their options there.
Well, they have time. They've been
Yeah.
practicing the power play so much in this game that they're just looking for a nice place now, and it's a good shot, trying to get the deflection in, but doesn't.
Absolutely, and not letting UCL draw them into any kind of risky or tricky situation.
Nope.
Just keeping it.
Zimmerman. They're looking for traffic up front. There is traffic, but there's also UCL defender who blocks that.
Picked back up by Yao there, back to Lakey.
Like
Oh, and take
good
it now.
poke check. And here's Chris Fox coming against
yeah,
Yao. Yao
goals.
goes down. Chris Fox coming down the wing, shoots. Misses on the far side, and he comes all the way around, and Ben Lakey is up high. Ben Lakey making, and a great defensive play by Nick. Is it Nick Carnival? No, it is not Nick Carnival. I'm not sure who that is. Like we said, their roster is a complete mess. Here's Vallius in the offensive zone against 2 Devils defenders. Girard comes in and staples his man to the boards. So for a change, Yetis putting on a little bit of pressure while short-handed, but here's Ben Lakey. And that gets deflected and out of play. Good defensive play by Yetis. Well, Big Ben looking to do damage once more. 1 second under 5 minutes left in the second period that has been very fragmented because of all sorts of incidents. There's been penalties handed left, right, and center. Most of them rightfully so.
Jackson looking at his options there behind the net.
Jackson skates it up. Dow. Jackson. Look at the game. Oh, and good hit by Vallius on the blue line. He was looking to go lateral and he was coming the other way. Well played. Strong hit. And a clean one this time around.
Absolutely.
Good job.
14 seconds left on the Devils power play there.
Is that the Boer? No, it's not the Boer. Either way. Oh, and he gets hit up high when he was falling down. And here we go. The goalie dropped his miss and starts pounding on one of the. And here comes.
And Shatani's skating the length of the ice there.
We're going to see a goalie fight. Another. Tori Yoon absolutely loses his mind in front of the net against the Devils forward. I have no idea why. Devils player got hit hard behind the play.
I think that was Honza Demota taking the hit there. No, we're looking at the replay now.
He was falling down, that's
Demota
fine.
fell down,
He went and
the
smashed him. Oh, that
And
makes more
the
sense.
punch with the blocker is
that
brutal.
hurts so much.
Luckily he's
my
wearing a
God.
cage, or that could have been serious.
Yeah, it's still gonna hurt though.
Yeah.
I've been hit in the face by a blocker a couple times and it's painful, even if you're wearing a cage.
So we're going to have another long discussion about penalties here now.
Here we go again.
Zimmerman arguing with the ref
He's
there.
spending more time talking to the refs than his team.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that was a bit of an overreaction from the goalie, if you ask me. But goalies are characters.
They're very temperamental. It's
Gotta respect Chiatani going to looking for the goalie fight.
I think he was there. He was ready.
He was ready to go.
He was ready to go, and it sort of calmed down before he could get there.
I think he got over the blue. I was like, this is a terrible idea.
We could have had a full Hexel versus Potvin there.
Oh, it's Osgood versus Rouen.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I think we've never seen a goalie fight in varsity. It's been one for the history books.
Looking at these two guys, how aggressive they are in front of the net, that there's probably the best chances tonight.
Absolutely.
So Yetis populate the penalty box once more. I mean, surely both sides are going. There was that hit, but that was completely accidental. And here we see a replay of it again.
Yeah.
Tori Yoon going after the Devils forward, who gave him a bit of a whack, and the goalies tend not to be fast.
Yeti going after the official there.
Yeah, you forget sometimes who's friend and who can you punch and who can you not. But it is a terrible idea to punch a referee, though. You really shouldn't do that. But if you look at the Yeti's bench, it's looking terribly short now.
Yeah, considering they had more than 20 players.
Yeah, there's about 8 of them left in the bench now.
all 5 of them discussing with Zimmerman.
Yeah, it looks to be Gerard, Vallius, Daly, all the Dragons, because they know each other from quite a few years now, so they're probably having a friendly discussion there.
Lakey's having a nice chat with the goalie down the other end.
Yeah.
I think we could be here a while again.
Oh, yeah. And
So-
look, is that Sam Zadny there having a conversation? Yes, it is, with Lakey.
If you guys are looking to go and get another beer or other non-alcoholic beverage, now would be the time, because it's been taking us a while to get decided on these penalties.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they come thick and fast, so I'm not surprised that the referees are getting confused.
Yeah, there's the replay there. Demorta just absolutely.
Oh, he's eating it.
And
Is that 64? Is that Jacobson?
I'm not sure. We haven't got a
we
reliable UCL roster. So,
no.
and then, yeah.
But yeah, temperature rising even further. Now the goalie is getting involved.
Absolutely.
Shouldn't be looking at your phone. There was a fight on the ice, jeez. What are these people doing?
Yeah.
Just see if we can pull up the temporary roster from here. So I got sent a picture of a screen that had a vague roster, but that's like you said, not really something we can trust. Who was it, 63?
I'm not sure anymore, because we've.
Well, no, because 93 is Chris Fox. That is actually accurate.
Yeah.
I think it was 60. No, it says 62 is John Vallius, and it isn't.
Yeah.
He's 79.
Jesse, I'm pregnant. The sign there again.
And it's a dude holding it as well. Like, there's something I'm not seeing.
Imperial
Some sort of medical
genetic engineering.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
is probably what's going on there.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe that's how they're breeding their players.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, Yuka and Charles did accuse Shu of being a superhero built out of bricks, so who knows what's going on in those labs.
Yeah. Well, here comes Lakey. Shot from a sharp angle, and then for good measure goes and gives the goalie a little love tap. He saw what happened, and he's going to stir the pot. He's not afraid to do that.
I think Shu will be ready next time as well to skate the length of the ice.
Land the blocker immediately and ask questions later.
So we might see an official kind of ready to catch him and get a flurry type situation where they're trying to outskate each other.
And here comes the Dragons line breaking out. Nick Carnival did he pass it to Gerard, goes around the boards, and Zimmerman goes around Zadny.
Utilia picks up there, Brett.
Good move.
Taken
and
into the zone.
Going in front of the net. Good defensive play. Sliding down was Rafael Gerard.
Zimmerman picks it up there across the Yao.
Oh, and a risky play, and here's a chance. Rafael Gerard. Oh, what a move around the world, Gerard!
On the top, backhand.
And they're battling next to the boards. Gerard against Zimmerman.
Two Devils battling against each other there for a moment.
Yeah, and here's Carnival. And Lakey does get it out.
Unstoppable there.
Powered through him. And yep, that was a short side. Oh, what a risky move in front of the net by Daly. Guy's got some confidence, maybe a little bit too much in that situation. Here comes Connor Daly, he's looking for a back ball.
Jackson looking to stop.
Daly calms it down. There's got a lot of traffic in front. There's Chris Fox, John Vallius, and then two Yetis run into each other. Got a high man's Connor Daly. Vallius makes a move, hit by Ben Lakey. Daly just dumps it in with two Yetis in front, Chris Fox and Sam Zadny, but neither of them gets it. Fox next to the boards. Zadny hit hard by Yao. Dow, sorry, not Yao. And goes back down. Chris Fox. Jackson on his feet. Jackson comes up with the puck and looks for his options. And good play on the blue line. And here comes Ponomarev. It was Ponomarev, yeah.
As Jackson taking it into the zone there.
Oh, good pass. And here come the Devils looking for the shot. And good save by Yoon. And here come the Yetis the other way. They're definitely picking it up now. Guido de Boer coming down the middle. Shoots again wide and high. But here's Chris Fox. Drops it to no one. And here go the Devils the other way. And a beautiful pass. And here
Matt Brackenbury there. Looking for the shot. What a save there.
Looking for the rebound as well. But it just bounces over the stick. Jackson goes to the other side. Just a cross dump in. Ponomarev behind the net. Sorry, that was Chris Fox, not Ponomarev, and he has a long lead pass to Guido de Boer, who was hanging up high. Doesn't dump it in, he's looking for the Fox on the other side, gets him.
It's John Yaro looking to shut that down.
Good forecheck. Yao stops and starts, goes the other way. Pressure from the Yetis, but skates around him. Good speed. Oh, and a shot just misses on the far side, and no one at the back post to tap it in. But no Yetis either, so Imperial has it. And they're looking for their options, where John Valius is up high. But he saw Zimmerman down, so didn't want to try, but he's now gathering speed through the neutral ice, coming down the middle against 4 Devils. Drops it to Girard, who shoots, and it goes to his side, short side. Zadny shoots.
Nowhere near the goal, that one.
Nope.
Just round the back of the boards, to the point. Brackenbury stops it.
Oh, what a pass to Sam Zadny. Zadny looking for his options. They need to probably start hurrying. Got 20 seconds left. Oh, and it's
stopped by.
It was a deflection and eventually an easy save, but Yeti is coming to life at the end of the second period now.
19 seconds left in the second.
More than enough time with the offensive zone face-off to score a goal. And if they get a goal here, that's going to be absolutely huge for the third period. It's a very different situation to be down 5-2 than 5-3. And Girard going in hard. Valius has the puck, hit by Steve Kent. Daly puts it deep. Girard, they're running out of time. 10 seconds left. Valius has to play it in the middle. No, he doesn't. Sadikov has served his 10 minutes for the hit from behind, and he's galloping down the wing. 4 seconds left. And no, good defensive sliding play, and nothing comes out of that apart from a bit of a cross-check after the play.
So there we go, 5-2 to Devils at the end of the second period.
Yep, so still
they have that 3-goal lead. They're going to be looking to kind of just ride that lead throughout the third period. Yetis will be looking to take it away from them, so stay tuned. We're going to have some figure skating now from the KCL Wolves and the Imperial Angels. Kind of
this has been figure skating
collaboration. So that's
cool. See you guys soon.
See you guys soon.
Carnival looking to dump it in, does. Rings around, the first player there is Ben Lakey, chased by Valius.
Sends it back round behind.
Sadikov. Brett. I'm going to give up that name. Ben Lakey having a conversation with Nick Carnival again. Right, here comes Raphael Girard and he shoots. That was just wide. No one takes it. I think Lakey thought that who was that Devils player who was going to take it, and then no one took it eventually.
Lakey picking it up there.
Against Zadny, there's Zadny and Carnival, 2 players watching him and calling for a good reason.
Risky goal.
Yes, and it's Zadny in the middle who takes that. That was almost a dangerous chance for the Devils. Zadny coming in, he's got a man behind Girard. Here he comes. Big rebound, Zadny trying to slide it in short side. He still has it behind the net, trying to go around. No chance now, someone stepped on the puck. And Devils looking to break out of their own zone. Here comes old man Zimmerman, bombing down the center ice. Harassed by DePoor, goes around Daly. Power move to the net, Zimmerman with a save! Puck's out there, it's loose! Oh, and another quick whistle from the referee because no one had the puck. Now it's in the net.
It looked quite. I think Jesse Cross was very upset that it was whistled dead.
Yeah, he should be because the goalie didn't even remotely have the puck.
Absolutely. There was it was completely free in the middle.
It was absolutely free in the middle. It was about a feet or 2 ahead of the goalie. He never had his glove on it. So another quick whistle. One of the UCL players, they get injured on them. Why they don't have gear on the bench?
I think there was an ejection and he's tried to come back round.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Wow, now he's being escorted off the bench, you're right.
When I was down in the crowd, I heard something about an ejection in all those penalties that we.
Wow, okay. Well,
and they were deciding, so.
Storyline, why not?
Yeah.
And he's Peter DePoor, next to the boards, looking for Chris Fox in the middle. Doesn't get him, the puck bounces around everyone, basically. And here come the Yetis, good rush up the middle, looking for a pass to the center, no one in the slot, but 3 Devils defenders. The puck still comes there, and it's in! Oh my goodness!
Crowd's going wild, and I don't think they realise that it's been waved off by the referee.
Yetis were celebrating as if the puck would have been on the net. Could this be another disallowed goal against them? Oh, that looked like it was in. Wow, interesting. I guess the referee was pretty sure about it because they didn't even go up to the war room, which is us. But
yeah, I think if we had control over this game,
let's see.
We'll do a replay. Wow, that's Sadikov taking it down, dangling all over the place in the slot, but deflected there.
Defensive play. Let's see this replay of the previous. I'm 100% that puck was in the net. Yep. The puck was about a half a foot inside the goal when the goalie grabbed it. So Devils escaping with another one. That was the second disallowed goal. So this would be a 1-goal game if both of the goals would have been allowed for the Yetis.
Absolutely, and
so
obviously
Yetis a big role again.
Yeti's going to be very unhappy with that. So tensions are going to rise significantly in this third period, considering what's gone down in the second.
Yep, I don't think they've calmed down in the.
Absolutely. They didn't. When I was walking past their changing room, they didn't sound calm.
Nope, I would imagine so.
So I wouldn't want to go in there with this tie on.
And Valius, and he's racing, and there's a turnover in the blue line.
Chasing it.
And that was just high. I think goalie did get a glove on it. Does he manage to keep it in? He does, but here come the Devils the other way.
Jackson chasing there.
And
icing waved off. He's going to
look for the pass in front. Jackson with a good move, but Yetis swarm him absolutely with 4 players. No chance to do anything, and here's old man Zimmerman, but he gets harassed heavily by Raphael Girard, who's looking for a pass now, doesn't get it. Eventually it is dumped in, but Zimmerman again behind the net in the corner with Lakey. And looking for a far long stretch pass to Jackson, who gets it. Jackson against Daly, shoots.
Off the stick there.
Yeah, deflected by Daly over the net, and he has a great back pass.
Jackson picks up again.
He's got
right in the slot, but there's traffic now.
What a move by Jackson. One move too many. He should have shot before.
Zimmerman there to Gelme.
And a good backhand pass to Jackson. That's the second time they did that in the same shift. And Yeti is just unable to read that play. Nifty moves, but nothing to show for it. Maybe a little bit too cute if you ask me, but... Oh, and here comes Lakey looking to pound the flesh again. Oh my God, he's a big boy. I wouldn't want to be in the same train tracks with him.
Seems to be slowing down. Imperial looking to set up a chance that's clean.
Oh, here comes Lakey. With Jackson in front. Imperial playing very pretty offensive hockey now. Or playing very pretty in the offensive zone, but it's a little bit ineffective. They would need to shoot more. He has Lakey looking to do just that. And Ben Lakey goes top corner. It's a hat trick for Big Ben.
And the hats can't come out because we've still got the nets up.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I'm waiting for someone's hat to just start raining on the front rows.
With the amount of time it takes to decide on penalties, I don't think we could deal with cleaning up hats.
No, we won't be here next week. But there it is, 6-2 for the Devils. Good effort by Jackson and Lakey in the offensive zone, and Lakey chips it beautifully over Yoon's glove on the far side, top corner, no chance for anyone. It doesn't really come as a surprise that Big Ben has taken this game over in more ways than one.
Brackenbury sends it high there.
Yep, that was the highest one of the day. I'm pretty sure he put a dent on something.
I think it's always an achievement to try and get it on those steel beams during practice. We've lost many pucks that way.
He's probably about hundreds up there now. Ponomarev. It's weird that he's got his first name on the back of his jersey. It's a very football-y thing to do. Plus he's wearing 99, so not a strong look. Here comes Chris Fox entering the zone. Good defensive play, and it does eventually come out of the zone. Yeti is backpedaling. Chris Fox. No, it's not Chris Fox next to the board. It almost was. He was
Shu coming out there looking to play, but puck bouncing and taken into the zone by Sadikov. Well, through the neutral zone by Sadikov.
He's
all the way there.
And it hits hard. Oh, almost hit hard by Chris Fox. And remember, it's Sadikov who hit Fox from behind in the second period, so he definitely remembers that one.
So I think it's Sadikov and Lakey have very similar playing styles, don't they?
They are big and they come fast and they're not afraid of anything or anyone, it seems, on the ice. So
it's Harry Agnall looking to get involved in the action.
And here comes old man Zimmerman. 1-on-3. What a defensive play. Pokes the puck and takes the man. Here comes Valios. Good lead pass to Zadny, who goes in.
Demota chasing there.
And Devils, and a good hit. And here's Valios, looks to go in front for Girard, but no one home. I think it hit a Devils defender. Oh, what a move goes between the legs of Valios. And he's coming against
Demota there, shooting over the top. And looks for it's behind the net.
Walkered away.
Still loose behind the net.
Strong defensive play by the Yetis, but Cross are digging hard. It's a hack and whack fest over there. And eventually, Yetis do clear the zone.
And Alex Luisi looking to pick that up and send it.
He would have a long lead pass on the far blue line. There's Kalikov banging his stick on the ice, but the pass never comes, and Zimmerman going towards his own end. Now he finally gets it against Connor Daly. Now the Devils hit each other.
Cross and Kalikov hitting each other there.
Carnevale goes around both Daly and Kalikov.
Demota poke check there.
Oh, and I thought that was an offside, but it wasn't.
Almost. Keeping it in.
Maybe
can't
not.
quite get a stick on it.
And here's Connor Daly over the blue line, try to shoot, and that goes again high. It's deflected from Devil's stick.
I've seen a lot of high pucks. I think people are just taking chances in front of the net, looking to put
I
them
think
on.
they're just shooting anything. A lot of them get deflected, and Lehane's now out of his 10-minute penalty that he got the hit from behind on Sadikov. Was it Sadikov? I don't remember.
I think it was Sadikov. I'm not sure actually.
I don't remember who they beat. Well, he was
still
2+10 for hitting from behind, and he's now served that, so he's fresh to go.
Frozen by Shu there.
Immediately for the net causing trouble. Classic Michael Lehane.
And you can see Maciej Psu on the net, on the in-D now with the old school Jofa helmet.
Oh, you mean the ball one?
Yeah.
Really?
He looks like a cannon.
Oh my God. That's old school.
It's not safe really, is it?
Definitely not. And here comes Yetis. Oh, an almost good pass in front of the net, but he hit the Devil's gate and goes eventually to no one. tries to go between the legs, the fancy move. Now
Almost
complete by Manning, a turnover for Yetis, and he gets straight from behind. Do we see a penalty shot? Yes, we do. We got a penalty shot
there.
And it was awarded to one Michael Lehane that we just mentioned, who tried to capitalize on a turnover and break free from the Devils defenders, but got tripped from behind. Yep, that was
who was
very
that?
clear penalty shot.
Can't see who hit him.
So who's going to take it? Who do we put out there?
Another significant amount of time.
I was just going to say that are they going to have another 10-minute conference about this?
Absolutely.
Jeez.
11 minutes to go. 11 minutes and 34. Can't see who that is.
That is Chris Fox. Not a surprising choice. Chris Fox versus Shushiatani.
We haven't really got any stats on penalty shots.
All I know is that Chris Fox does have a decent set of mitts on him. I mean, you don't make the GPU unless you don't do. So,
well, as we've seen earlier, Shu is a very, very offensive goalie. So
no idea what's going to happen now.
We could see a sort of,
So there's still time. If Chris Fox scores now, 3 goals is not an impossible mission in 11 and a half minutes. But let's see first. Foxy Fox has to bury this one. Comes in slowly. Finally grabs the puck, comes in slowly, finally from the left-hand side.
Shoot coming out.
Fox, slap, fake shot.
That was beautiful.
I thought he was
and
down
the Devils
and out.
crowd have gone absolutely mad.
I thought he was down and out.
And he just checks it off, takes a drink from his water bottle like it was nothing.
Well, what else can you do? Just another day in the office.
Exactly. That was beautiful that on the replay. All the Devils coming out to congratulate him on that one.
That was some kind of a pad save.
And then we face off in their zone. Taken by Steve Kent, I believe.
Damn. Shout out to Rob Grant, who would have buried that penalty shot without a doubt. Shaw Millionaires Ball Hockey Club star center. I don't know if he plays center. Anyway,
Steve Kent taking the face off again.
Yetis win it. Pretty clean back. Here he comes. Good save. A lot of traffic in front. Here's Ponomarev. Looking to go around, looking for options, looking to deliver the puck in front of the net.
Agnelon is down there.
De Boer shoots. This is better from the Yetis now. Oh, and the referee is standing in front of Chris Fox, who's now complaining. But it's another turnover by the Devils, and almost. And he gets the puck away. And there is traffic in front, but it comes to no one. Ponomarev, trying to toe drag around. It doesn't get anywhere.
Not as much of an organised game for the Devils with this one.
No. It's a little bit of a survival mode out there for them now.
Yeah.
But
I think they're playing like UCL were in the first now.
Well, they got the puck out of the zone.
Yeah.
Didn't give a scoring chance.
Lost.
So you could see that. Oh, De Boer blows a tire and takes Devil down with him.
I think that was Jackson/Johnson.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which name he prefers now, considering we accidentally changed it for him.
And here come the Devils again.
And he tries to play it from his knees, but fails.
Toe picks beautifully just over the blue line. And what was that call?
Lakey's there to investigate.
Yeah, Lakey and Girard. Shocking. That it's those two again that we're talking about in the middle of everything. Let's see from the live stream what was going on. He toe picked and Lakey and I'm not sure. I've seen it twice now and I'm still not sure where the penalty came from. There was a collision between Lakey and someone, but it looks like Lakey is the only one in the box now. So Yetis power play.
I think confusing penalties is a recurring theme in this game.
Yeah, definitely. So Yetis, it's the Dragons loanees out there who are trying to make something happen with just under 10 minutes left, so halfway point of the third and the final period. Nick Carnival looking for his options, skating slowly through neutral ice, just decides to dump it in. With Girard
that's
going
to be
in.
picked up.
Yep. by Jackson, who makes a good move against Girard, and here comes Zadny and staples him into the wall. So now Yetis finally gain possession. Volleys, Carnival, no one in front, now there is, and it's in! There you go, traffic in front, shot from the point, Giotana doesn't see anything, and that shot surprises him by Nick Carnival, and Yetis have life.
So I think Shu put either a glove or a pad on that. It was going in, but he managed to...
Yeah, I don't think
he didn't get there fast enough.
He was hoping he would hit him, and he didn't see it, but he just assumed that it's going to...
If we look either at the replay now, just so much time to set up there for the shot.
Yep.
And then straight in.
Good screen in front by Sam Zadny, and that's what we were talking about in the second period. Traffic in front, shots, and that's all you need to score. And, well, now they know the recipe, but can they repeat it? It's Ponomarev with the puck. Jackson coming over the blue line, looking to avenge that goal immediately, goes behind the net with speed. Yetis defender falls down, they got traffic in front.
A stumble there from Jesse Cross.
Yep, shot from the point that hits Yetis defender. Galikov down low, looks to cut to the middle, here's a chance, shoots! Just far and wide, didn't miss by much. Jackson, good moves, but hit by Ponomarev, who was having none of it. Ponomarev takes his man to the boards, no one finds it, but Jackson still with the puck comes out, and Ponomarev again! Now comes Chris Fox, they're putting two people on Jackson and still can't contain him. What is this guy on? Drew Motta next to the boards, strong play. Battling against, well, basically three Yetis, and finally lose the puck to Chris Fox. Kalikov comes and forechecks him. Guido de Boer drops it to Fox. Fox coming down the wing. Fox goes around his man, but he's got all four Devils and no help. Stops, but loses the puck behind the net. And there's another long lead pass that would have been an icing, but it's negated.
I think these referees just want to go home now.
I think so. And here comes Guido de Boer over the blue line, making moves. Doesn't find any friends. He goes in the back post. There was a Yeti, but he bounces over his stick. Giotani got enough on it, and here comes a shot from the point again, and oh my goodness, he's not sure if he has it, but he does. Ooh, nervous.
It's 7 minutes and 40 to go.
Yep, he squeezed as hard as he could, and then he looked behind him, and that's never a good sign if a goalie looks down and goes, oh no. But he did have it. Either way, Zimmerman, safe from the face-off. Comes over the
goes all the way around.
Here comes Zimmerman, power move
into the pads.
Good save by Johan, and here we go again in front of the net. Zimmerman gets pushed but doesn't continue. I think he just well, I'm not sure if he would land in the bottom in a fight anyway against these guys, but Lehane giving him a bit of a push.
Absolutely. How long do you think it'll take him to decide what's going on here?
Not sure if that's friendly or are they just, well,
you can never tell.
I don't know. I think Zimmerman would cave Lehane's face in if they would fight. So
exactly. And with these guys playing, we've played UCL. Zimmerman's been in all 4 regular season games against UCL.
Yep.
So he knows them all quite well. He knows what they're like.
Here he comes again. Makes a good move. Looking for a pass in front.
Sonny just can't get a stick on it.
Someone's lost a glove. One of the Yetis. Playing without a glove now, he should probably go and get it. That looked like an offside, and it is. And now Yetis finally break out of the zone. Yao there again, people falling down left, right, and center. Volumes comes next to the boards, get hit by Zimmerman, and in front of the net, good defensive play, and the puck goes, and he bounces almost to Girard. But he's strong defensive player, Zimmerman, and the glove is still there. Daly and Zimmerman going to the corner. Zimmerman comes out with a puck. Good pass.
The glove's still there and too high.
Yep.
It's now stuck in the net, just above us.
There were 2 guys who were standing right where the puck went, and they moved pretty quickly when they realized it was coming towards their noggin.
Yeah.
Girard, Vallius, Daly, Carnival, Zadny on the ice against Lakey. Lakey,
Grant. Can't see who's playing D7.
That's Connor Daly, number 7 for the Yeti.
Yeah.
Oh, what a pass to Ben Leakey. Wow, sneaky play. Here we go. Ben Leakey gets pushed over. That's not going to go down. That's not going to go down well with the big man. That looked to me like it was slightly unnecessary. But for some reason, because it was Ben Leakey, they just decided to push it down.
I don't think they were keen to follow that one through. The officials were straight there.
No, maybe they got overconfident because there was 3 of them.
Yeah, but we ended up with a Yeti on the back of the net there.
Yeah, he grabbed Valius as he was falling down and pulled him down with him. Leakey, see, all smiles and laughs. Of course he's laughing. He's 3 goals up with 6 minutes left. I don't think they're going penalties here.
I think that was just...
a bit of a friendly hug fest there. Olli was going off the ice, yet he's got 6 players out there now. Can they count? Now they
can't close the door either.
Zadny's still on the ice. Doesn't find the cage for some reason. And now they've switched in the face of people. De Boer, Girard and Fox on the ice. And Girard battling against 2 Devils finally finds it. Carnival gets it, looks to go to Daly, D to D. No, he doesn't. Goes behind the net looking for his options. Got De Boer and Fox with Girard as a high man. De Boer looking to go board to board. There's Chris Fox coming down the wing. No one there apart from the Devils. Ben Leakey, good poke check there. And a good battle next to the boards is Carnival. And Leakey comes in and runs him over. And they're still battling next to the boards. Again, a little bit of a size mismatch, but to be fair, Ben Leakey is a size mismatch to most people.
Absolutely. It's Yuri looking for a steal there, but unable to.
Daly flips it out to De Boer. De Boer calmly plays to Daly. Leakey comes in a bit fast, and here's Chris Fox looking to gather some speed. He got De Boer up, and Ponomarev hit or collided with the Devils player. No penalty there, and De Boer gets hit hard by Leakey. Good hit. And Girard takes out his man. Ponomarev next to the boards and almost gets decapitated by Leakey, who loses his stick in the process. And Yetis keep it in at the blue line, and there's a pass to absolutely no one. And Devils, with 5 minutes left on the clock, are looking to come in. Peter De Boer, good takeaway. And Raphael Girard up the left wing. He's got some wheels. Can he get around Jackson? Not with the puck.
No, Jackson, not a tall man, but good.
Not a tall man,
good at getting in there.
Very good. He's played a great game.
Absolutely.
And he's been all over the ice. He's very strong on the puck for someone who's about 5'1".
It lets him get out of those big hits.
Yeah.
Because he can roll away quickly.
It goes between their legs.
Yeah.
Anyway, here he is again. Jackson puts it in the corner. Devils looking to deliver it to cross in front of the net. Kalikov there as well, battling out. Yao.
Yeah, to Jackson there.
It's a little bit of a... They're just blocking the center of the ice, and now Yao, good, strong defensive player, and both go down actually. And here come the Devils again. Good move.
Straight down the slot there.
Looking for a shot. Oh, what a pass! Oh my goodness!
Demotter to pick that off.
Oh, he was not expecting that pass, and it was a beauty of a pass.
Almost a check into the open gate there.
That hurts, being there. But yeah, what a pass that was by Kalikov.
Amazing.
He got
Demotter just couldn't put a stick on it though.
All 3 defenders with him, and then a beautiful backhand behind the pack, no look. Oh, I would have had a massive hockeygasm if that would have gone in. I'll tell you that for free.
Now they've rehearsed it. If they get a chance again.
Yeah. I'll be ready. And here another broken play in the middle, and old man Zimmerman next to the boards with Zadny harassing him.
Yeah, that's Amir Sadikov coming down.
Sadikov, another rush.
Around, tries to put it top.
Tries to chip it short side cheek.
Swats it away.
Sadikov, nice pass. Changing sides. Devils controlling the play right now. Yetis have no answers. And here's Sadikov. Oh, trying to make a power move. Too severe of an angle. Brackenbury hits his man. Stops him on his tracks. Here's Zadny. Just clears it off the ice and looking to get a line change, get the big boys out there. And as you can see, John Valius already hopping onto the ice. And Yetis have fallen 3 skaters out there. Now they have
5.
now
Yeah,
they
we're
have
back to 5. But I don't think they've got the right 5.
It looks like the Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
All the,
I think
all
that
the
was the confusion there.
Yeah.
With Helio making contact there.
Valius coming down the wing, makes a good move, looking for a shot. Oh, and he's got a man, and what a beautiful! Oh my God, did he save that?
That was amazing, the splits there from Shu.
That's the second time, when much like in the penalty shot, a ridiculous right pass save. Left pad, I don't even know what pad.
So he is capable of magical, going into magical
another
positions.
2+10 hit from behind. Oh dear. They'll
With a minute and 51 to go.
So Yetis down 3 goals are going to be spending the rest of the game short-handed, so doesn't help their chances.
Absolutely not.
And it is Sam Zadny takes his helmet off, revealing that beautiful flow.
So I have to say, I caught a glimpse of Jesse Cross's flow on his way out of the changing room, and it is fantastic. He's been growing out for 2 years now, and it's a flow that would challenge even Stephen Tree.
Damn, that's a bold statement.
Absolutely.
No pun intended.
Well, Tree's stuck doing the clock, so you can't argue with it.
And Steve Kent taking the face off on power play again.
Yeah.
Peter de Boer.
And we've got more B-teamers out there.
Yeah, I mean,
Harry Agnall, Steve Kent, and Mathieu Psu. I'm not sure who's on right wing. Can't see from here. I think it's Jackson Lee.
Looks like it. De Boer goes between the flags, but they still don't get the puck. Here's Carnival. Connor Daly coming down the wing, makes a good move, goes around the defender, shoots. Oh, then that's blocked. This is Carnival. The penalty is not on the board. I don't know why, but I mean it doesn't matter. It's the end of the period, but still. So Yetis needing an absolute miracle if they are to come back. And they need a miracle quick, and here's Nick Carnival making a good rush up, but he just misses. So, and he nails his
contact there. Steve Kent picks it up and dodges the hit.
Crushed by Daly, and there he comes.
Right in the front.
All in front of the UCL fans. And
tries to return the hit, but just can't get that momentum up.
Yep.
I think the UCL crowd is slightly upset about that.
Kent is still angry. Guido de Boer! Oh my, what a crushing hit! And here's Daly, it's the same man! This poor
Kent really unhappy there.
Kent's really not happy with Daly.
38 seconds to go in the third period.
Carnival got a stick in the head there. Here comes Kent.
That's Jackson Lee and Kent in.
Kent.
3 UCL players. I think
there's de Boer.
Yeah.
Oh my, who was that? Oh, poor kid, he got absolutely punished twice.
They've not managed to stop the clock, so I don't know what's going to happen here.
Yeah.
There we go, 16 seconds.
I think it's safe to say that Imperial have a pretty good chance of winning this one now.
Unless UCL create some times from somewhere. I'm not sure what's going to...
It's not American
football. I could see UCL fans leaving the stands already. I think they're slightly unhappy about this. The Devil, we're about to see some. And Alex Louisi gets absolutely crushed there.
Oh, and Ben Lakey goes after Lehane, and Lehane's not happy. He's got to drop him with Lakey. And absolutely Ponomarev goes and hits his man at the other end.
Finishes 6-3.
And this is not over yet.
And as every player returns to the ice, this is not a good situation, really, for the referees.
Definitely not.
They're not going to be happy about that. The UCL skaters skating into the Devils zone. There's 2 referees on Lakey there. I think the Devils just kind of want to stay out of trouble there. But a fantastic game. Mathieu wants to be off the ice, I think. And the UCL
fragmented second period due to the penalties, so...
Absolutely.
But the 2 disallowed goals from the Yetis side, two quick whistles that never should have been whistles.
Absolutely. You don't know whether that...
They turned out to be huge eventually.
Yeah.
We were hoping they wouldn't be, but what do you know?
Absolutely.
But either way, the 7th London Ice Varsity goes to the Devils, 6-3.
And that means the Devils win 3 in a row. The first team to ever win 3 London Ice Varsities in a row. So they'll be.
Say they got a hold of this one now. They got Yeti's number.
Absolutely, and there'll be some celebrating in the Union this evening. So.
Does number 2 have any points, or is he -3? Yeah, he probably is -3. It's been great chirping.
Absolutely.
Number 2 looks like Boris Lucic.
No one's tweeting us, but the live stream
The
chat.
live stream is great.
Absolutely.
So let's see what's
Some discussion going on in the handshaking there.
obviously. I don't think they should. Well,
UCL have all but cleared out here. It's a good result for Devils, a repeat of 2 years ago with the 6-3.
yeah. Yeah, it was
Blakey there with the hat trick. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets player of the game.
No. He was never really, apart from a couple of flashes of brilliance from the Yetis when they were on power play and they looked really good. But apart from that, it was pretty much all Devils. They didn't really stand a chance.
Absolutely.
But that's probably where you saw the fact that these guys have not played a lot together, and that showed with the lack of cohesion. And there was a lot of people trying to just bring the puck up on their own, and the breakouts were shambles. And
Absolutely.
so that all shows now. But
Yeah.
what about the 2-pad saves by Shiotani on the
I
shot?
love that.
And,
I'm going to buy him a pint later for that one. It's
well, he's earned it. He made some absolutely ridiculous saves.
I've been using him as a mentor for me playing B team goal all season, and you kind of forget at times while you listen to people, and it's saves like that.
Yeah. No, he played a great game.
Him and Big Ben Lakey with it.
Tori Yu wasn't bad. He made some very good saves, but he let in 1 or 2 a bit weaker goals. And I'm not saying they were a difference maker. It looks like he's getting the man of the match, the Budweiser. Well deserved. He gave them a chance to win, but they just weren't able to take it. And they're still handing out the T-shirts. My God, how many of those do they have?
Yeah.
Literally boxes.
Very keen.
Oh, they gave the man of the match for the UCL Yetis, as we expected, was Tori Yu. And man of the match for the Devils was Gus Zimmerman, who you just saw.
Yeah. Zimmerman picking up the trophy there.
Does the trophy have a name?
It's just the London Ice Varsity trophy. It's not a very good trophy.
I was just going to say that's not very
I did try to get them a better one, but we've spent the money on other things.
Call it something.
Yeah, we'll have to come up with a name. If you fancy tweeting us a name
or commenting on the live stream, because that seems
we can see.
And Devils doing the victory lap over there in front of their fans.
Absolutely.
It's a very one-sided. There's not a lot of people on our end of the rink.
UCL
obviously
all but gone now.
Pretty much. And the Devils fans are loving it. Yetis lining up for the team photo, and while
Louisi trying to G up the crowd there. They're all kind of steering very clear of the Yetis.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
Steve Kent holding the trophy there.
Cross almost going and runs over the photographer for some reason.
Nearly ran over the photographer and the beer.
Yeah, no, that would have probably
that would not have gone down well.
No,
that's the point where you see the full line brawl.
Yeah, we would have seen a pretty big fight after that, and that you don't want to see that after a game.
Absolutely,
it doesn't belong here.
Yeah,
not there. Oh, and now the UCL cheerleaders on the ice with
bringing out the champagne.
Why not?
I think Strand won't be particularly happy about that.
Yeah. Well, there are a couple of Yetis fans still saluting the team, and the Dragons found another dragon, and they're banging the.
And so I think the Nightwolves are about ready for practice now.
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
I think they'll be keen for everyone to leave the ice. Yeah, the Devils posing for the team photo there. Those photographers walking on ice for the first time.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. And the cheerleaders out, keen to join in the photo.
Yeah, obviously. It's waving more and more in. I thought those are the UCL cheerleaders.
No, they're in well, they've stolen the ICL cheerleaders' outfits, but they're from KCL and Imperial.
Okay. Because it says UCL, so I kind of forget.
Yeah.
That does it do what it says on the tin?
It does. The stands.
There's another team photo going on here at the other end that
Yeah.
you're not seeing in the broadcast because there were a couple of Dragons Loney players there. There's a couple of their teammates watching it. They were taking their own team photo.
I think the Dragons want credit.
And now they're coming to say hi to me as well.
And then the champagne out of the cup for Zimmerman. Grab that.
For an interview.
So yeah, I think Kelleher's going to run down and do a quick interview with these Dragons players. Matchup Sue holding the cup there. Beautiful shot of Matt Brackenbury. Very happy with his performance there from the B team. The Bitcoin trader and paddleboarding yoga instructor. And Devils champion. Everyone leaving the ice now as a beautiful victory for Devils there and quite a good start to Imperial's Varsity Fest, which is tomorrow. So as soon as we're in position, I think there's going to be an interview with some Dragons players that have played for UCL, and then I think we're going to finish for tonight.
Yeah, so we're down here at the ice level with a couple of the Dragons players who are representing UCL in this game. Sam Sadney and Raphael Girard, who you probably was in the middle of everything. 6-3 loss, how do you feel? I mean, probably not great, but what went wrong?
You never want to lose, but what an experience.
Yeah, really good experience. It was a tough game, but well played. And yeah, we're disappointed with the result, but that's life, I guess.
How do you feel about the 2 disallowed goals? Because we were discussing that in the booth, hoping that won't be the reason why you guys lose, but
you get some whistles that go your way and you get some whistles that don't, and you really hope over the course of 60 minutes it balances out. And tonight it didn't balance out for us, and we really deserved those goals, and it's a tough one to swallow.
The first disallowed goal was a tough one, though. I think it kind of changed the momentum. It would have been a different game, would have been a tight, closer game, so it's a frustrating situation, but like I said, it happens all the time.
You and Big Ben were going at it the whole game pretty much. How do you feel? It's a slight size mismatch. How do you, why did you do that?
Did you what?
Well, everyone was on his grill, but it seemed that you and him, especially in the first period, were going at it pretty intensely.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always a target, so I try to do my best in those types of situations. But yeah, it's part of the game.
Obviously, and you know you're a pretty fearless guy on the ice, so that probably doesn't help. Anything else? Any shout outs you wanna send out to anyone?
I just really want to give a shout out to the rest of the Dragons that.
How did that guy get on the ice?
Just the rest of the Dragons who weren't on the ice with us tonight, but we played a lot together this year, and it really would have made a lot of.
And thanks to the UCL organization for inviting us. Such a great time, great opportunity, a once in a lifetime game. So thanks.
Sweet, thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Kali.
You want to get the puck deep, play hard in the corners, and